Okay, boa noite. I'm forgetting that I'm doing this in English. Good evening, everyone. So welcome to our Financial Markets Key Concepts course, Palestra or talk. We are very excited to be offering this course to the public for the first time. This is a course that we have done in company several times at large banks and multinational companies. But due to demand, we have opened it up to the public. And so we have a limited number of places. We've got 9 places on the course. And reservations, we are open for reservations now. The course starts at the beginning of March, okay, and I'll go through the program, answer any questions you have. Okay, so let's go. A little bit of background about FHP Financial Training. So we were established in 2014, and our focus has always been on CFA courses, preparation courses for CFA. So my background, I'm the founder of the company, of the finance school, and I was the course coordinator at the CFA preparation course when it was at Ambima. Okay. I took the CFA exams myself in London, and I actually did prep courses in London, and the methodology that we use here is based on that methodology of the prep courses that I did in London. Okay, so I'll talk a little bit about the methodology later. What else? So we are the first finance school in Brazil to offer preparation courses for the CFA and ACCA, which is Association of Chartered Certified Accountants exams. And we also offer other courses in financial English and business valuation, report writing and presentation skills. And a little comment here is just that students get a 10% discount on other courses, okay, which can be really good for you to keep progressing. Particularly if you wanted to take this course, which is key concepts of the financial markets, and then progress to CFA, you will get a 10% discount on the CFA Level 1 preparation course. So we are accredited by ACCA, Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. We're the only silver learning partner in Brazil. And we work with BPP, which is a university in the UK and is a specialist in materials for the CFA program exams and ACCA exams as well. All right, so the SHP difference. We're focused on individuals and organisations, so we provide courses that are open to the public as well as courses in company. And we focus on developing strategic and essential skills for success in the financial markets, in finance and accountancy. So we have small classes with a maximum of 10 students for the ones that are open to the public. Okay, and that means we were able to provide an excellent level of support for international professional qualifications, which sometimes students find quite hard. We have advanced English communication skills courses as well, specifically focused on finance professionals. We have highly qualified tutors, and I'll introduce some of them, talk about some of them later on today, and study material of national quality and proven study methodology. And we also have flexible learning options with live online and face-to-face for the public and in-company courses. Okay. And the live online and face-to-face we call hybrid courses, because you actually, if you're joining online, you join the classroom course that's happening face-to-face. So we have everyone joining the same course, whether in the classroom physically or online live. Okay, just like we're doing now, we have people in the classroom as well as people joining us online. Okay. So I'm planning on talking for about half an hour, just so you know, and there will be time for questions at the end, okay? And you please feel free to interrupt me as well if you have a question. You can either use the chat, or you can unmute your microphone and talk to me, okay? All right, so FHP programs, just to let you know, so we offer courses in business valuation, financial English, finance and accountancy. We have a combination of workshops and short courses, and also courses for certification, okay, such as CFA here, Chartered Financial Analyst, and Financial Markets Key Concepts course, which is the one we're talking about right now, okay? Good. We also have complementary classes and lectures, so you're joining one now. We have some others also. For example, we have one about financial markets. This one on financial markets key concepts, and we also have another more generic talk, which is on a world of opportunity, successful careers in business and finance. So this is for people who don't really know which professional qualification to take, which path to take. So we provide some information on a range of different career options and which qualifications might be best for you to pursue those particular career options. Okay. Business valuation, financial modelling. We have a financial English talk as well, CFA getting started class and ACCA getting started class. So these are two areas that people often don't know they don't often know which one to pursue. These are two internationally recognised certification courses. One, CFA Chartered Financial Analyst, which is for investment professionals, and then ACCA, Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, which is more it's aimed at accountants. Okay, so it's more for people who maybe want to progress to become a finance director, for example, whereas CFA is more focused on people who want to be portfolio managers or portfolio management managers, research analysts, etc. Okay. So lots of free talks to find out more information. And another advantage of joining these is you get a 10% discount on the course. Okay. Okay, so where are we? We're on Avenida Palestra, next to Consola Metro Station. Okay, and the office with the classrooms is fully equipped for executive education with all the necessary infrastructure, okay, so that students are able to learn effectively. We have flat screen televisions in the classrooms and air conditioning and comfortable chairs and tables, okay, and you are very welcome to come and visit us during one of our talks, our free talks or events. You can come into the classroom for those talks or you can join us online. So just some examples there, some pictures from our last courses and lectures. The top left here is the end of, with the students with their certificates at the end of a business valuation course. And then on the top right, we've got representatives from ACCA, Rania, Majid, and Afra, who visited us from London, which is where ACCA's head office is. And bottom left, this was a lecture that we gave at INSPA on financial English. And then bottom right was a talk on careers in finance, which was given at Mackenzie. Okay, so just a few examples. There are more pictures of events that we've had on our website in the gallery. So we have a proven methodology, teaching methodology, which is learn, practice, consolidate. I'll talk about that briefly. We are the only ACCA Silver Learning Partner in Brazil and the first to offer preparation courses for ACCA and CFA Institute exams live online. That means that we have students from all over Brazil, and we really have had students from all of the major cities in Brazil. So it's been really good to be able to reach people through the live online classes. Our tutors are all trained through the SHP Financial Training Academy, and they will have professional experience in the financial market and have passed the exams that they prepare students for. Okay, so you're in very good hands. A little bit then about me. So I am the founder and CEO of SHP Financial Training. I'm also responsible for the academic content of the classes, so program planning, materials, training of the teachers. Okay, and I have 3 years of full-time training experience and 10 years of professional experience at EY in the UK and in Brazil, in the valuation team in Brazil, in external audit in the UK, and at the Bank of England, which is the UK central bank. And that was my experience there was in internal assurance at the Bank of England. Okay, the external one refers to EY, and contingency planning for financial institutions and business valuation. Okay, and my undergraduate degree is in economics and management from Oxford. I am a CFA charter holder. I was the coordinator of the CFA prep course at Ambima, okay, here in Brazil. I'm a chartered accountant and I qualified with the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Scotland. Okay. I also have passed 2 of the American Society of Appraisers exams. Okay, so they're an association of professional valuers from the US. And the ACCA Certificate in International Financial Reporting. I am also qualified as a CELTA English teacher, Certificate of English Language Teaching to Adults. Okay. So we also have a whole team of tutors who work alongside me to offer really high quality training to our students. So we have a team of over 20 tutors. As I mentioned before, they all have professional experience in the financial markets and they pass the exams that they teach where they teach exams. They are also certified as teachers through the SHP Training Academy, okay? And we're sure you'll love them. So we've had some nice compliments for our teachers. And they're real coaches. We help, especially for the exam preparation, we go far beyond the classroom. So we really help people with discipline, motivation, study planning, etc., to help make sure they're on track for passing the exams. So we can help you with networking and access to job opportunities as well. We have a network of employers who share job vacancies with us, which we then pass on to our students. We also organise events where you can network, okay, and we encourage students on each course to network with each other as well. We set up WhatsApp groups if people want to be in them, of course, which usually they do, and we encourage people to introduce themselves and talk a bit during classes, okay, during the breaks. And we have at our events local and international speakers. So some of our teachers, we have Raphael, who has a lot of experience in asset management, okay? Antonio Luz, who is experienced in investment banking, structured finance and distressed debt or distressed credit. Okay, they are all CFA charter holders, these teachers here. So Clarice or Clarice, she is studying for her doctorate at INSPA. Okay, she's passed the CFA level 1 exam actually. The others are all CFA charter holders. Theo Martins works at the Central Bank of Brazil and he's also a part-time lecturer at INSPA. Cesar Luz is a former colleague from EY here in Sao Paulo. He is a CFA charter holder and he is currently actually working at Mazars. And then Leticia Filgueres is a professional at PwC Brazil. This needs to be updated. She is now a CFA charter holder. Okay, and they all have teaching ability, professional experience, and they pass the exams that they teach. Okay, so really a great group of teachers there. Our clients, we've done over 40 courses in total, okay, in the various areas that we offer courses in, so finance, accounting, business valuation, financial English. And in all of the feedback that we have received, students have said that they would recommend us to someone else. So obviously we're very happy with that. These are just some of the companies and banks that we've had students from. Okay, in some cases we've done in-company courses, and in some cases we've had students from these institutions or organizations joining our courses, which are open to the public. So a little bit about our methodology. We have learn, practice, and consolidate. This is in particular for exam preparation, but it applies to any kind of learning or teaching. So in order to learn something effectively, we need to do the initial learning, then we need to practice, and then we consolidate. So how do we do that? We learn through the teaching that we receive in the classroom and also from any additional reading that we do. We practice by doing exercises. So in our classes we incorporate exercises along with the content. And we consolidate, which means we improve our ability to recall the knowledge through quizzes and or tests, okay, as we go along. And obviously for the certifications, there is an exam at the end as well, okay. So we will do simulados or practice exams during the course. Okay, so the key concepts of the financial markets, or Conceitos Fundamentais do Mercado Financeiro, course has 2 modules. So we have module 1, markets and products, okay, which talks about the financial markets, sort of an overall perspective of the financial markets. What do we mean by financial markets? What does the bank do? Who might bank's clients be? Who are the main players in the financial markets? So we've got pension funds, private equity, hedge funds, banks, okay, rating agencies. So we talk about all of them and what they do, just in the first class to give an overview. And then we talk about different products. So we talk about equity and private equity, fixed income, commodities, foreign exchange, just to go into those. And then also we have risk management in Module 1 as well. Okay, market, credit, liquidity risk, and other risks such as operational risk and reputational risk. And then in Module 2, we have analysis. So we're focusing on analysis here of financial statements and also business valuation. Okay? And we have 6 classes of 1.5 hours each in Module 2 and 8 classes of 1.5 hours each in Module 1. Okay, so in total we have 21 hours in the course. And that is spread over 7 evenings. So we actually have 2 classes per evening. Okay, so 2 classes per evening. In total, that's 3 hours per evening. 3 hours times 7 evenings gives us the 21 in total. So why do we have 2 classes in each evening? Because we want students who are thinking about CFA to get used to how the classes will be. So for in the CFA prep course, we have classes of 3 hours per night on 2 nights each week, which is exactly how this course is run as well. So the classes are from 7 p.m. until 10 p.m. and I'll show you the timetable in a minute as well. But the idea is just to get used to that, because that's how our CFA prep course is structured in order to get through all of the content. So what are the benefits of the course? The course gives us, the students, participants, the threshold competency knowledge which is required by investment professionals. So it was really very carefully designed to make sure it covers all of the most important knowledge that students need in order to perform well in their jobs as investment professionals. Okay, whether that be in portfolio management, research, or other front office activities. And we've got a list of some of the areas that this course will be useful for, okay, in terms of giving that threshold knowledge that you need in order to perform well. So we've got portfolio manager, research analyst, wealth manager, risk manager, investment consultant, relationship manager, financial advisor, sales, and then more operational functions, so sales or middle or back office, sales and distribution, marketing, compliance, operations, and IT. So we have, the program covers products, as I mentioned before, and we've got equity, private equity, fixed income, foreign exchange, and commodities, risk management, financial statement analysis, and valuation. Okay. And so if you're thinking, why might I do the course? If you want to develop your career in investment management, then this course will be suitable for you. Over half of previous course participants, if not more, are actively involved in front office investment activities. That means client-facing activities. And those include portfolio management, research, investment consulting, risk management, and relationship management. Okay, risk management is quite often because it's in the middle office, actually there. Participants may also want to develop their career or join the profession. Okay, so this course may be for you as well if you want to be promoted into one of those positions, or if you want to join the investment profession because at the moment you're not working in this area. Okay, and many of our students go on to take the CFA program exams afterwards. So part of the inspiration for this course, it really came from 2 things, more than that actually, it came from a number of areas. So it came from client demand for in-company courses. They wanted a course that gave participants all of the basic knowledge that they needed in order to perform well in a financial career in one of these areas. It also came from me, when I was studying for the CFA exams, actually before I started studying, I wanted to know that I was ready for the exams. So I did what is called the IMC, the Investment Management Certificate, which is in the UK. It's not relevant here in Brazil because it includes UK regulatory rules, but it's offered in the UK, and it's a qualification that many people do before they do the CFA exams. So this program is built around it's very similar to the IMC program. Okay, it doesn't include all of the aspects of the regulatory parts, but it gives all of the fundamental technical knowledge that you need to perform in one of these finance roles, and also to evaluate, to be ready for enrolling in the CFA program and starting to study for CFA level 1. Okay. And then, so that's 2 of the motivations behind this course. So one was the demand from clients, One was my own personal experience, needing something to do before I did CFA. And then the final one has been demand for students from our financial English courses. So we've done several financial English courses where we were aiming to improve people's technical financial English, and students have been giving the feedback to say that they want a course which is it's a finance concepts course taught in English. So we are now teaching this course in English, but it's actually a technical course. We're not teaching English itself. We're not going to talk about the grammar or do pronunciation exercises or anything like that. What we're going to do is run the course in English, okay, and so that you get more comfortable with these concepts in English, which you also need for the CFA exams, and you might need that ability to communicate technical concepts in English with any international clients or international colleagues that you have. Okay, so those are the main reasons behind the course, okay. So what about the program? Okay, going into a little bit more detail here. Module 1, Markets and Products. So here we have the program in English as well as Portuguese. And you can see it starts on the 5th of March. Okay, the program runs throughout the whole of March on Mondays and Wednesdays from 7 p.m. until 10 p.m. And you can see there are 2 classes in each evening. Okay. And we actually you go from Monday to Monday here because we have a getting started class for CFA on the Wednesday, okay, of this first week. And we want students to be able to join that if they are interested in CFA. Okay. So what do we have? We have financial markets and intermediaries in the first class, risk management 1 in the second class, credit, market and liquidity risk. Then in the third class here, we're going to continue with risk management, and we talk about the other risks such as operational and reputational risk, as well as the capital and liquidity requirements in Basel III, okay, which anyone who works in a bank should be familiar with. Okay. Then we have equity, class 4, an overview of the equity markets in Brazil, types of equity, how do we issue stock, what is underwriting, how does that work, and secondary trading. And then we have equity, second class on equity, combining equity with a derivatives position, okay, which is common. For example, a put, okay. Private equity, leveraged buyouts, LBOs, and venture capital. And then we've got 2 classes on fixed income. So types of instruments and features, face, value, coupon, what is that? How does that work with fixed income? And an overview of the Brazilian fixed income market. And then in the second class on fixed income, we do bond valuation calculations and also analysis of risk. Okay. Then we have a class on foreign exchange and commodities to wrap up module 1. Okay. And we will look at the determinants of exchange rates. Okay. We'll look at the markets, foreign exchange markets, how exchange rates are determined. And then we'll look at investing in commodities and how commodities are priced using forward contracts and arbitrage. So this is all knowledge which you will see again at CFA level 1 if you progress on to that. Okay. And it's all the really basic knowledge you need in order to have a good base for when you are working as an investment professional. Okay. And then module 2 is focused on analysis. So we have analysis of financial statements and also of a business valuation. And we have firstly an introduction to financial statements. So why do we analyze financial statements, and an overview of the main financial statements. And then we'll go into a bit more detail on the income statement, balance sheet and cash flow. And we do an exercise there on the impact of transactions on the income statement and the balance sheet. Okay. And then we have financial statements analysis. Here we focus on ratios, which are of fundamental importance in any investment profession job. So calculation and interpretation of activity, liquidity, solvency and profitability ratios. We've got return on equity, return on investment and cash return on capital employed. Financial statement analysis 2, capital and credit analysis. Okay, so this is when we're looking at the performance of a company from a credit point of view or from an equity investor point of view. An equity investor is going to be more interested in capital gains and the long-term performance of the company, and they'll be interested in profitability. Whereas for a credit analysis, if a bank, for example, has lent money to a company and they are performing a credit analysis, they are going to be more interested in the cash that the company is generating, okay, to make sure that they can pay back the loan. Okay, and then we move on to valuation, and we have two classes on valuation. So what do we value and why? We are going to focus specifically on valuation of a company. What are the three approaches to valuation? Income, market, and cost. Okay, income, where the value of a company is driven by the income it generates, by its cash flow. Market, which is multiples, basically, where we're comparing the valuation of one company to others in the market. And cost, how much would it cost to recreate the company, for example. Okay, so we look at those approaches, and then also the inputs that are needed. So what inputs do we need into our valuation? We need multiples from the market, we need the cost of equity, cost of debt, and the weighted average cost of capital. So we will talk about how to calculate those, and which assumptions to use and where to get the data from. And then we will do a valuation case study to close Module 2. Okay. So that is an overview of the course, the program. If anyone has any questions, please let me know. But it has been extremely carefully designed to make sure it covers all of the most important concepts. Okay. So the course material is developed by SHP Financial Training, and it will be provided to course participants in slide format. The material and the teaching is all entirely in English. Okay. And reference books and material, CFA Program curriculum, International Institute of Business Valuers 101 course, which is Introduction to Business Valuation, and the 102 course, which is International Cost of Capital. And there should be one other thing here, which is IMC, Investment Management Certificate. Okay. Material, just to complete that. Okay. Okay, and for anyone who's interested already in a bit more information about CFA Level 1, the exams are in June and December each year. So we currently have a group of students working towards the June exam, and we will start with a Getting Started class for the December exam on the 7th of March, which is the class that falls here in this Wednesday here. It's not there because it's not part of the course, but you will have a free evening that evening to join the CFA Getting Started class. Okay. 7th of March, 7:30 p.m. Okay. Okay, so these are the topic areas in CFA. There are 10 of them. So we have ethics, okay, quantitative methods, economics, financial reporting and analysis, which is 20%. It's got the highest weighting out of all of the other topics in the Level 1 exam. And we do focus on that quite a lot in the fundamental concepts of the financial markets course in this course. Corporate finance, equity. Here we've got the products, equity, fixed income, derivatives and alternatives, which are all included in the course as well. Portfolio management and wealth planning. So there's a bit of risk management in here, portfolio management, which we cover in the course. And how are the exams structured? There are 2 3-hour papers, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Each of the exams has 120 freestanding multiple choice questions. So they have 3 possible answers. That means you have 1.5 minutes per question. All topics are examined in each paper, all of these topics, all in the same order. And there are lots of conceptual questions where you are showing that you understand the concept rather than that you can just perform a calculation. Okay. And on average, the 10-year global pass rate is around 40%. So around 40% of people taking these exams pass them, okay, which is quite low because many people do underestimate the exam and they find it quite hard because there is a lot of material. So there's breadth as well as depth. And what we focus on in the course, the preparation course, is making sure that students really understand the fundamental concepts in depth, so that we know that the fundamental concepts, the most important concepts, are highly likely to be examined, because in order to be an investment professional, you do have to understand certain concepts like the capital asset pricing model, discounting, our internal rate of return. So all of those concepts we focus on in the classroom, and then there is additional reading to be done at home to make sure you have understood those concepts, and also to learn the more factual areas of the syllabus to get more breadth. And just a reminder, if anyone has any questions, you can just type them in the chat box or unmute your microphone and ask. Okay, but there will be time at the end for questions as well. Okay, so class program, as I mentioned, 7th of the 3rd, 7th of March is when we will have our Getting Started class, which is actually a free class, okay, open to the public. You just need to sign up on our website. And that class just gives you more detail about the CFA exam, material, how to prepare. And then we actually have some additional free bonus classes, we're calling them, to help people with the pre-course reading. So there is some pre-course reading to be done before August. So we have 5 bonus classes which actually start in March. So for anyone who signs up early, it's a really good idea to start going to those classes. They're all free, and they have the intention of helping people to pass, obviously, but helping people to prepare by starting earlier. So time and time again, the students who pass the exams are the ones usually who have started earlier, because it's a marathon, meaning there's a lot of studying to be done, and if it's spread out over a longer period of time, it's more sustainable, and people are more likely to be able to pass the exam. Okay, and our classes start in August and run through until October for the teaching phase. Okay, and then we have a revision phase. So remember, we have teaching, practicing, and consolidating. So we do a lot of practice in the revision phase. Okay, so we've got questions, quizzes, tips. Okay, so really a lot of focus on practicing here. And then we have consolidation through practice exams here and here. Okay, this one is a diagnostic one before the revision phase, so that students can identify their weaker areas. We send individual exam results reports to students so they can see how they are performing in each area. And then we also do some analysis across the whole class to see how the whole class is performing. Okay. So some testimonials. 100% of students, this is from a previous in-company course of the financial concepts of the financial markets, fundamental concepts of the financial markets. I keep changing the name of the course, but in Portuguese we decided Conceitos Fundamentais do Mercado Financeiro. Okay, so fundamental concepts of the financial markets, or financial markets key concepts. Feedback survey test results from this course indicated that 100% of students were pleased they took the course and rated the course 3.9 out of 4 on the scale of whether it helped them to understand how the financial markets relate to their day jobs. Okay, so it really helped people to understand the bigger picture. And some of the comments, I was very happy to take part in this course and learn more about the financial markets. It just improves the positive image that I already have of the firm. So they were speaking about the firms they work for which have the course. The classes were well prepared and the methodology used was very helpful. One of the key elements to learning was the exercises done during class. And use of English and market language helped us to understand some statements we didn't know. Exercises also made us practice the theory. Okay, so some of the comments from previous course participants. So why study with us? You will have an opportunity to improve your English and your technical knowledge at the same time. All of the tutor team are finance professionals with solid professional experience, so you will learn a lot from them. You will have the opportunity to ask them lots of questions as well. We apply a tried and tested learning formula, and we're passionate about what we do, so you're in safe hands. Okay, experienced, highly qualified and trained tutors, small classes, meaning we'll get a lot of individual attention. We have flexibility as we have live online classes and recordings available for a week after each class. And we have a convenient location on Avenida Palestra for those of you in Sao Paulo, next to Consolação metro station. And we offer excellent value for money with all material included and small class sizes. So next steps, special offer for participants of this talk. You will get a 10% discount on the course, which starts on the 5th of March. We also have a discount available for early bookings, and that is available until the 15th of February. Okay, so places are limited, so I would encourage you to book onto the course as soon as you can, and also to take advantage of this early booking fee. And to get the course values and more information, we will, to people who've actually joined this class or signed up for it, we will send you more information by email. If you're watching this online, please just send us an email, contato@shptraining.com, or call us, okay? Or you can go onto the website and click, I want to receive more information about the course, and we will send you the course values and more information about the program, etc. Okay? So any questions? And I'll just stop recording now. This will be posted up on YouTube. If anyone has any questions, our contact details are here. Okay?